We're live?
We
Don't
are
fuck with
live.
us because you ruined it last week. You told me we were live. The first 10 minutes didn't go on air.
Yeah, you're right. There was a fuck up with the capture card, but we're good.
We're good now? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2 Drink Minimum. The podcast that your local priest warned you about. The gentleman to my left, big fan of priests, comedy legend, Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. This guy right here is Pantelis, and amazing comic Pantelis, and the other guy,
What's
Poseidon.
up, guys?
Last week we decided, or you accepted to go to a swingers club.
Yes.
And I found out right before the episode that we found a swingers club that will accept animals. So you're going to be going to the swingers club this week.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know
if it's this week.
When it's,
Okay.
I'm negotiating with one of our mutual friends.
Okay.
Because I want her to take him. He can't go with the guy. It's going to be too weird. But for those of you who missed the episode last week, essentially Poseidon agreed for a lump sum of $180 to go to a swingers club on 2 Cialis and 1 MDMA and
yeah, I
ruin
forgot
some
about-
old
yeah.
person's life, basically.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to ruin an old couples. He's going to start banging old dudes' wives.
I want him to have
That's gonna be interesting.
those visors that, people have in restaurants. Like when he goes into the club. So I want him with the mask and the visor. And you tell everyone, this is for cum.
Yeah.
It's not-
You know what I wanted to
I'm
buy?
not some kind of faggot, right? I got to wear a mask. I don't want to hit in my face. That's
You know what I wanted to buy? There's a Buzz Lightyear helmet that goes. It hangs on your shoulders, and you press a button, and it opens and closes. I want to buy that shit. That's dope as fuck.
Because he wants to look normal at the swing.
yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to draw any attention.
Hey, bro, I gotta do this all the time. It's fucking annoying.
No,
bro.
dude, it's
Let's
a
just
swingers
go,
club. They're not going to care about the masks.
Yeah, obviously. I know.
But, so Poseidon, we started last week. You started like at $600.
Yeah. Because at first we asked them how much will we have to pay you for you to go to a swingers club? And what was the price you said?
It was.
He panicked at first. We're like, would you do it
Yeah,
for
we
600?
said we'll give you 500. He said no.
Yeah.
And then we went up to 600. He said no.
We went
Then
down?
we went down to 500. He said no. We went down to 300. He said no. We went down to 180, and he said yes.
Yeah. But the reason was he told that you guys are going to love this. So I was like, the other day I was like, you lost money. Like you had money on the table. You were getting paid to have sex with people.
Yeah.
And you went all the way down to, you're doing it for 180. Why didn't you do it for 600? And he goes, I was panicking. I didn't want to say yes because of the MDMA clause. The fact that I have to take MDMA. And I was like, why? And then he began to tell me
The
a secret
MDMA clause.
Yes.
because we have an ironclad contract with him. But the reason is, I thought he never did MDMA. Turns out,
I've done it. I've tried it twice.
Poseidon has a secret that he never told me about.
So the first time I tried it was in 2016 when I got laid off from that job there. I went to a house party.
Yeah.
What job?
La Source.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They fired him on New Year's Eve. The guy
Yeah,
said,
New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
and then,
for American people listening, is our radio show.
yeah,
radio
radio.
show.
There you go.
yeah, when they
it's-
told him, look, man, Happy
So
New Year.
you were on Molly at Radio Shack?
No. I got fired. No,
You're like, you want this cable? What's your postal code? And you're rubbing your nipples?
No. So I got fired. So like, I went over to a house party with a friend. My friend like, oh, this will make you feel better. And I remember taking it, and I did feel better. And I remember there were girls there, and I was very erect, right? So I was like, oh, this is a good feeling. But
was
I
very
didn't.
erect.
I didn't get the fuck because I also smoked so much weed that I passed out.
Okay.
Right. So I passed out erect, which is fucking weird. So that was the first time I tried it, and it was a good experience, right?
That was a good experience.
Well, in my head, because
you got a hard on and you passed out. Fun times.
I passed out because of the weed, but I mean,
Okay.
in general, because of the MDMA.
But you were having fun before you passed
yeah,
out.
exactly.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
it wasn't. There was no negative about it, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
normally it's different. Normally he gets erect and gets arrested. There's a different type.
He passes out because the cop chokes him.
I can't breathe. Too soon?
It's
Too
never
soon?
too soon on
Yeah.
this
Too
show.
soon?
It's never too soon.
So and then after years later, which was about a year ago, I went to this like underground party
Underground
with a friend,
in the metro.
and
Someone from Radio Shack again?
no.
Best
And,
Buy? Was this your Best
no.
Buy?
It's one of those future shop ones. They don't exist anymore.
And so finally, we go to this party, and my friend's like, "Yo, there's like tons of chicks. Like, I'll take MDMA. You want to take it with me? You want to take one with me?" So I'm like, "Ah, yeah, sure." Like I remembered the other experience. I was like, "Ah, I was positive, whatever." So I take it, and I felt good, and everything was nice. I was dancing and shit. But then,
With your friend?
no, just
Okay.
alone actually.
Okay. Which is
Yeah,
just
which is-
even weirder.
Which is fucking
Then-
weird.
But show
Dancing.
him the dance move that you showed me.
Yeah. How are
dance?
you dancing?
You showed me yesterday
I
how you were
did?
dancing. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it made
How
me
was
laugh.
I dancing? I
Show
don't
me
remember.
how you were dancing when you were high.
I don't know. I was doing some weird shit.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious. He was like Carlton. He was fucking crazy.
So because this makes you emotional, right? And I guess I got emotional on
So
the
he's
MDMA.
dancing.
Cry? You were crying.
Hold on.
Hold
on. So as I'm dancing,
Swinging his arms violently.
I'm fucking dancing, right? I don't know. I get like this wave of emotions, right? Like these feel good emotions, and I start yelling, "Fuck, life is good, bro.
He starts yelling, "Life is good, bro."
Life is good, bro." And then as I'm dancing, I'm like, "Fuck, life is good." And all of a sudden, I just start crying. I go, I'm
Life
dancing.
is good.
I'm like, "Fuck, life is good, bro." I'm there
He's
dancing and
crying,
crying.
swinging. Life is good.
Yeah, bro.
Life is good.
So
Like-
that's why I didn't want to take it this time. I was like,
Because he was nervous about the
I was
two
like-
Cialis in MDMA. Like he's in a swingers club. He has an erect penis and he's chasing women while crying.
yeah.
Like-
exactly. So like,
Yeah, that's amazing. Having you in a swingers club crying while yelling that life is good.
It's great.
So and ever since that time, I never tried it again, because and then I like cried for an hour, and then like all of a sudden, like the effect wore off, I guess, and I just stopped. I was like,
Did they
Well, that
throw
was
you
fucking
out of the
weird.
party?
no, people kept staring at me weird. They're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's wrong with this guy? And then I kept going up to random strangers, and I kept saying, yo, am I a bad person? Because I did this, and this, and I started listing out shit that I've done.
What were you saying that you
Well,
done?
stuff that you're not supposed to say to strangers.
like what?
Various rapes.
No, not. You know,
Like what though?
Like-
Because I don't know.
like stuff you're not supposed to do in life.
Like what?
Like
Is it rapes? I was just
no,
fucking
no,
around.
like,
Did
like
you rape
no,
someone?
no, like criminal activity.
Criminal
Like
activity.
what though?
I don't want to say.
What do you mean? You
Yeah.
said it to strangers?
You were
but
telling
it wasn't
strangers.
recorded.
This isn't recorded either. This is just a gag.
Stop it. Anyways, so then I kept
So
saying
like really bad crimes, like murder? Or
no, nothing to that level.
Less than murder. More
Less than murder.
More than stabbing someone.
Is it child trafficking?
No, less
Are
than
you-
stat. Well, yeah. Well,
What's
around.
your Wayfair account? So less than stabbing, and how about rape?
around there?
around
Sexual assault.
No,
any sexual?
I've
Nothing sexual.
I've never sexually assaulted anyone.
No.
Have you been sexually assaulted? Oh, we're bringing some heavy memories back.
God damn, he's gonna cry and yell.
Yes,
Life
but
is
I-
good again.
Yes.
I think is it? I don't know.
Did you?
I don't. Why are you asking me? Like,
I don't know. No, I guess not.
So what was it?
Huh?
I don't know why.
It was just a girl that aggressively pulled down my pants. That's it.
A girl aggressively pulled down your
to
pants?
suck my dick. That's it. So
Where was this? While you were working.
this
at
was in a
this-
this was in a car.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
She jumped into the car.
aggressively.
No,
pulled
no,
down
it was a
your
girl that I
pants?
was seeing, and she just pulled over, and just,
She was driving.
Yeah.
And she said, "I can't keep driving unless I get some of that
she
dick."
pulled over, and she's like, she was super horny, I guess, and she's like, yo, I want to fuck.
This car is a stick shift.
So anyway, so
So then when you were like, "No," wait, what happened?
no, I was like, oh, okay,
So that's not a rape.
Yeah, that's the opposite of a rape.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just a woman who makes bad decisions.
Yeah, that's just a woman with no standards.
Yeah.
That want to suck your cock.
But going back to the thing, and I was asking random strangers, like,
Yeah.
am I a bad
Yeah.
person or not? One guy looks at me, goes, "Fuck yeah, you are a bad person." And then I just stopped crying, and I go, "Excuse me, what?" And he goes, "No, you're a good person. You're a good person. You're a good person."
So he's just a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Just that's why I'm worried about taking.
Don't be
MDMA.
worried. Don't be worried because now there's nothing bad that can happen.
That guy would probably
Well-
thinks that he helped you because he was like, the guy asked me if he was a bad person. I said yes, and he stopped crying. Like, problem solved.
He's a hero.
Yeah, he stopped the guy from crying.
But then you were nervous because you were with your friend. There was public embarrassment. Now there's nothing bad that can happen because you don't know those people at the
Yeah.
swingers club.
I don't know those people either. At the other
They're not
place.
going to document
But I don't
it.
even give a shit about the public embarrassment thing.
So what are you worried about the swingers club?
You don't want
I just don't
swingers
wanna-
to see you cry.
No. It's not that. I just don't want to. Like,
Do
like
you?
at that party, I went to go get pussy and turned into one.
Yeah.
You know. So like, I just don't want to go with the intention of fucking, and then like, I get the same reaction. That's it.
Okay. Are you,
You
worried
don't want
about
to show your emotions to people you're going to have sex with?
What? No.
He thinks that if he goes and starts getting emotional, the women will be like, "Ich, no."
Ugh.
That's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying.
Yeah. They're going to say that way before you cry.
You walked into that one.
Yeah, I did. But yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm worried about the MDMA.
Don't be worried about the MDMA. I think it's gonna help.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna make
Yeah.
us happy. I don't know.
Well,
It's gonna...
50-50, it goes one way or another. I
'Cause
might either pass out or
I'm
I
gonna-
start crying.
I'd always heard that when guys took MDMA, they had trouble getting erections.
But the two Cialis will counter
Yeah, with
that.
the
Oh, really?
Cialis. Yeah.
I've thought
that's-
ahead.
Yeah. So that's why I'm surprised the first time you got really hard. Maybe it wasn't even MDMA. It was just like Cialis or Viagra.
Well, he gets hard easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always complaining. He'll call me up. He's like, "Bro, I'm hard right now." I was like,
What?
Why you
No, I
calling
don't
me?"
do that.
He's like, I'm pumping gas. Is this normal?" It's fucking nervous.
That's
No, don't
because
worry.
I spat into the gas tank before I put it in.
Look,
So
this is the thing.
It triggered memories.
Nothing bad can happen because the worst thing that could happen would be the best thing for this show. So it's a win-win.
Yeah. If you cry in a swingers club, that's the best story ever.
The
Yeah.
funniest thing that can happen is I'm crying while I'm fucking.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That would be.
I was so happy right now.
Yeah.
While the other guy who's watching you bang his wife is also crying.
Yeah.
Fucking cryception. Yeah.
what do
gonna-
I get myself into?
It's gonna. No, I think it's gonna be fun. As long as you don't kill yourself or a stranger, we're good.
Yeah.
But if you kill
We'll be
yourself
fine.
or someone else, are we getting in trouble?
I don't think so.
Wait, hold on. How would I kill myself?
Why or how?
How?
There are many ways you can kill yourself.
No, I mean, but
Hanging, overdose, saying the wrong thing in the wrong neighborhood. There are ways you can kill yourself.
no, obviously. Yeah. I love how you're both staring at me just
Because
like,
it's just it's
with
weird.
disappointment.
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm happy. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
go
we're
well.
very proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Oh,
We're like parents when our son is gonna take his big test, and we think you can get an A, but you might also cry.
yeah.
And
It's right in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you, I'm gonna get back to you in a bit, but because you want to tell me a story, but then the show
yeah.
started. I want to hear this.
My wife is starting a business. She cooks food that she delivers to people, and she's starting a business like trying to take it sort of nationwide. And she has 3 partners, and I'm one of those partners. And the room that we were gonna rent or the warehouse or whatever you want to call it to make the food. The janitor at that place called Marie, my wife, like a couple of weeks ago, and he was like, "Can I get?" I'm gonna say his real name. One of the partners' name is Armik, and he was like, "Can I get Armik's phone number?" And Marie was like, "Okay." So she gave him the phone number because she thought it was something to do with
Business.
business. And then Armik calls us back and he goes, "What the fuck? Was that a joke?" And we're like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because the janitor called me to say that since he saw me, he can't stop thinking about me. And he wants to meet me to have sex. And then we're just laughing, and the janitor's like an old man, like he's like in his 70s, and it wasn't because at first Armik had texted him, and we're like, don't text him, it's he doesn't have a fucking cell phone, you have to call him. So he called him. So then when he did that, I was like, oh fuck, Armik didn't have my phone number, so I texted him like that night at like 3 a.m, and I was like, hey, just got a new cell phone. Wanted you to have the number. And then he goes, who is this? And then I said it was the janitor. So I pretended to be the janitor. And then he never got back to me. And then I like just text him. Like I'd be like, hey, thinking of you. And then he'd answer always like, I'd be like, are you gonna come to the store today? And he'd be like, no. And then I'd have like a sad face on his no.
You're gonna get the janitor beat up.
Yeah, but then he never stopped answering me for a while. So I asked my friend Jean Thomas to be another character in the thing, because we were trying to get gas into the building. And we had an estimate, and it was gonna cost like $18,000 to get everything into the building. So I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I have a friend that works for the Gaz Metro. He said he could hook us up. He could hook you guys up. Do you mind if I give him your number?" And he said no. So then Jean Thomas texted him, and he was like, "Hey, I can go do work." And at first we were gonna do like Jean Thomas' character was gonna be gay too, but what we did instead was we pretended like Jean Thomas was a victim of the janitor's sort of sexual harassment.
What the fuck?
So Jean Thomas just wrote him, and he was like, "Hey, I work for the gas company, but there's this weird old homosexual that he told me to do this job for you, and it's weird because I don't know him, and he gave me a $500 gift card for the movies." And then as soon as he wrote that to Armik, I wrote Armik, and I was like, "Do you like to go to the movies?" and he was like, "No." And I was like, then I wrote like boo hoo hoo and a sad face. And then whenever Jean Thomas tell him like, it's fucking weird, he keeps asking me to go fucking paddleboarding with him, and then I'd write, "Do you like to paddleboard?" So it was just fucking bizarre. And then this went on for like 6 days. And at first,
what the poor janitor, bro, he's gonna get killed.
That's
amazing.
And plus he had to go to, because finally we didn't rent that room, so he had to go to get the equipment. And the janitor was gonna be there, so I texted him before he went. I was like, "Can't wait to see you." And then, but I told him, I was like,
"Amazing,
but please don't make it weird, because my boss doesn't know we talk to each other, so I don't want to lose my job." So I knew that he wouldn't say anything, but then I got his address. So because at first I was like, I'll text him and just say stupid shit, and I'll eventually, like, after 3 or 4 messages, send a fake dick pic and tell him, ha ha ha, it's a joke. But since it went on for like 6 days, I was like, this is weird. Like, he's gonna be angry when he finds out it's not true. So what I did, like, one of the last things I did, I ordered a sexy swimsuit for men on Amazon to go paddleboarding with. So, but like the day that he was gonna get it, I was like, oh, he's gonna freak out when he gets this sexy underwear in the mail. So I just texted him. I was like, hey, just want to tell you I sent you a little present in the mail. I wanted to warn you before you got it so you wouldn't freak out and think I was a weirdo. I had my friend who works for the RCMP. He gave me your address. So
yeah, that's not weird.
Yeah, and then he texted me. He was like, "What? That's illegal." I was like, "It's not illegal. He's a police officer. It's okay." And then he was like, "That's against the law." And I was like, "It's not. It's not. He's a cop." And then he wrote again, "That's illegal." And then I was like, "Oh fuck. He's probably going to call the police." and he has my number, so I'll have the fucking cops come to my house. So then finally I just called him, and it was so funny because when I called him, like it took forever for him to pick up, and then he answered. He was like, "Yes," and then I was just laughing, and then he was like, "What?" And I was like, "It's Mike. It's a joke," and then. He laughed. He thought it was really funny. And then he got the sexy underwear or whatever, like a couple of hours later. And he told me, he was like...
I was going to kill that janitor.
Yeah, but he told me, he was like, when you told me you had my address, he said, I thought it was either a joke or I was going to get murdered. Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah,
didn't
it's
know.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
You're a psychopath like me.
Yeah.
It lasted 7 days.
Yeah, it lasted long. Like generally, when you pull a prank like that, it lasts for a day. But it was a long prank, and it was such a slow build that I was like, it's gonna be weird. Like for a while, I wanted to send him a real movie theater gift card for $500, and I saw that Cinema Guzzo. Their gift cards are in $5 certificates.
So 100
So I was
of
like,
those?
oh fuck, getting 100 $5 gift certificates is fucking insane. But I didn't do it because I tried to buy it online, but their website fucking sucks, and I would have they would have put my real name on it because it was my credit card, and I couldn't write like fucking
Sexy janitor.
Dan the janitor,
What about the janitor though? Now he's
Janitor. Oh, another thing I did too. I forgot. The janitor, when we went to get the stuff, my other partner took a picture of the janitor. So he was wearing a mask. And then we photoshopped the janitor with a mask having sex with Armik. And then, so when he told me it was illegal to get his address, I was like, oh, fuck, I didn't think you were going to take it this way. My friend at the RCMP is also good with Photoshop, and he made this little thing of us, and then it was just him getting fucked up the ass by the janitor with wearing a mask.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I love this.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
I don't.
funny.
I only work 2 days a week.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of free time.
That is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
Can we team up and do something like that to him?
Yeah. I think we are with the swinger thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I think though, like we said we'd give you 180. I think though, like we're gonna pay your cover charge because to go into the swinger place, there's a cover charge.
Can we get him? Maybe his partner is the janitor.
Oh shit.
No,
All right, I'm sorry. Why?
because he's gay.
Are you? Yeah.
Whoa!
All right.
You don't hang out with gay people?
yeah.
It's 2020.
Yeah, but I'm not going to a swingers club with a gay person.
Why not?
Because they're gonna think I'm gay.
Yeah. Everyone in that swingers club is gay.
Yeah.
So of course they're gonna think you're gay.
They're gonna think
they're
you're
not.
gay regardless.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
No, couples. What? Hold on. Hold on, bro. Hold on a damn minute, bro.
Look,
I thought it was
listen.
couples,
That'd be
bro.
amazing. To send them to a gay swingers club.
hey, look at this.
God, that motherfucker.
So where are the girls? They're gonna come. They're gonna come. Just get comfortable.
God.
No, but yeah. So we're gonna pay for the cover charge for
Yeah.
you and
Your date.
Your date, and I guess we'll buy the MDMA, or we'll give you money for the MDMA
No,
and the
I'll,
Viagra.
I'll have to buy all of that just to be sure because I don't want to give him anything fucked up. So I have to find somebody who has good quality of all those things.
Okay.
Because you don't. First of all, you need the salads to work, and you want him to have a good MDMA. I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. Yeah. So I have to find someone.
If I go missing one day.
No. I think you can, dude. Everyone, these
I'm
fucking
busting
high
balls.
school kids are doing MDMA and fucking
Yeah.
each other.
They
You're gonna be
are?
fine.
Fuck, we would smoke weed in high school and we thought we were badasses.
Who's we?
Like when I was in high school. Like I'm saying like kids and like when I was a kid in high school, we'd smoke weed.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, bro. Like it was so cool. Like, fuck, bro. Like, fuck, yeah, bro. Like, we're fucking smoking weed, bro.
Imagine if this was your father. When I was a kid, would smoke weed, be like, fuck yeah, this is cool, fuck yeah. I'd be like, Dad, get out of my room.
Imagine if you're a woman in a swingers club
And that's his
you're,
story.
and that's the guy that's gonna have sex with you.
Yo, we used to smoke fucking weed.
We used to
fucking
smoke
high
weed,
school,
bro.
Yo, bro.
She's looking at her husband, going, "Can I go home now?"
Yeah, she's like, less talking, more fucking, and they starts crying. Life is great. Life is great.
Well, I think because I'm not usually emotional. Or am I?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
He's emotional. You're
Am
right.
I
I
emotional?
think you bottle up all your emotions inside you.
Yeah.
So the MDMA just fucking
Kinda released it?
let everything out.
And it was around the time. It was not too long after I moved out, so I had a lot of stress time. Everything started going good. You know what I mean? I guess I don't know. It really.
Okay, yeah. So this is really recent. Then that means.
Yeah, like last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He made it seem like it was in the past, like a long time ago.
Yeah, I felt like this happened like in fucking 2012.
8 months
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
It felt like it happened a really long time ago. Also.
Because you wish you blocked it out. Oh, by the way, speaking of him admitting to crimes, did I tell you that on the phone I admitted to a crime? On the you get those phone calls, those fake phone calls from Indian people that claim to be
Oh, God.
the Canadian tax revenue agency.
Yeah.
So I was with him in the car, and the phone rang, and the automated message comes on speaker, and he's like, "Oh, bro, I've been getting this call 3 times a fucking day. They don't stop." And then I go, "Too bad you can't talk to them." And he's like, "No, you could talk to them. Just wait." And you press 1 or some shit, and you can talk to him. He's like, "Would you talk to him for me?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So he puts it on. The guy comes on, and what was his fucking name? Something Bourne.
Jason.
No, not Jason Bourne.
Oh.
It was like a.
Jesus
it was like,
Christ,
the
it's
guy comes
Jason
on,
Bourne.
I go, "Who am I speaking to?" And he's like, "This is Fred Bourne." And I was like,
yeah, some
I was
shit
like, "Yeah, you
that.
sound like a Fred." Yeah, obviously. Like he said a name that was clearly not an Indian name, and he's Indian. I was like, "Okay." So we knew he was fake, right? I'm like, "What's this about?" I don't know, sir. We look at the file. You press 1. We don't know what it's about, but we know that you owe money. And I was like, "I'm not going to jail for this. All right, I already did my time. All right, what's this about?" And he's like, "I don't know. It's the Canadian Tax Revenue Agency." I go, "Listen, if this is about the rape, I didn't know that he worked for the government." And the guy's like, "What?" Like, starts freaking out. He's like, "No, sir, I don't know what this is about. Listen, man, I'm not going to. If I knew that he worked for the government, I wouldn't have fucking raped him." And he didn't know what to do. He goes, "Okay, I'll call you back." And he hung up.
He hung up.
He's
Oh,
like, "What the
shit.
fuck? This guy's admitting to raping people."
That's crazy.
Usually, when I speak to them, I fuck with them. I speak to them with an Indian accent, also.
What's your Indian accent sound like?
So they'll answer.
Hi, guys.
Hello, love.
In New Delhi, are ya? That's what he does.
Hello, my friend. How are you? What is this phone call I'm getting? I have 5 social insurance numbered. Which one is it, motherfucker? And like this, and I just start swearing at them. And
Do
usually,
your neighbors, like, because all of your neighbors are Indian,
Yeah.
do they look at you when you're doing that? Or, like, do they...
What do you mean?
Like, if you're, like, in your car, they're, like, right next to you?
it's as I'm driving usually.
Okay, so they can't hear.
Yeah, I'll close the windows.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, they've never caught him doing the fake
They've
accent.
never caught you. Do you think your Indian neighbors do a fake Greek guy accent? Like,
Maybe.
do
You know what
you
I-
think they make fun of you when you're not there? Oh,
Maybe, I don't care. They could.
You know what I've caught him doing though, and I never bring it up. Whenever he's speaking to an Indian person, whether it's at a dépanneur or in the street, whatever, he doesn't do the accent, but he changes his vernacular. He'll go like, "My friend, listen." He starts talking like an
I
Indian
do that?
person. Yeah, you do it all the time.
I never noticed.
You do it all the fucking, and to me, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
You're like, "Thank you, my friend. Me here. Can I get this gum? I have me." Like he talks like he's a caveman because he thinks it helps them.
You know why I do that? It's probably mirroring. I used to do this a lot in sales, so it's probably something I picked up.
You did a lot in sales.
In sales, I would mirror a lot the people that would walk in to make them feel. It's one of the tactics that you use to make them feel
So if
more
a
at
very,
ease.
very
so whatever.
flamboyant-
So if you get like a
Really
like a
gay guy.
fat ugly person, you're like, "Oh, you want to rent the car?"
What are you doing? I'm mirroring you. I'm mirroring you. So if it was like a flamboyant gay guy that would come in,
No, but like-
would you do it? Would you do a fake gay guy?
I'd speak a little more proper English.
For gay people?
Yeah,
Because
I
gay
guess.
people like proper English.
Whenever I'd get like Italians, I'd speak a little more. Oh, hey, you know, like. You know?
Hey, Luigi, how
then
the fuck are you doing?
And then they'd be like,
Hey, shut up in your face.
They'd be like, oh, you Italian? I go, nah, I'm Greek, bro, but hey, you know, una faccia, una razza, bro. What do you know what it is?
Disgusted listening to this.
No, but hold on, bro, it would work. I don't give
On
a
who?
fuck what people. Everyone. Okay, look. 80%.
Did you ever
of
get any
people.
Haitians and you pulled the same shit?
No, but with black people, I'd be like a little more. Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing? Like that. Like.
A black guy comes, he walks in, he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get just a new Nissan." What the fuck is up, homie? I'll hook you up with it. He's like, "Whoa, okay. Do you have anyone that's not retarded?" Yeah.
Whenever a
works,
black
yeah.
guy come in, he'd start dating a fat white chick.
Yeah.
It wasn't to that extent either, though.
Okay.
But like, I'm just like paraphrasing.
He's
now.
dropping N bombs.
Yeah.
I can see it. I'm like you. I'm mirroring.
I'm mirroring. It's so racist.
It's okay if you're
just a
making a
mirror.
sale. It's not racist if you're making a sale.
It's not racist if it's making a sale.
what would you do to Asians when they'd come in? Konnichiwa.
No, I wouldn't bring it to that level. But like,
Fast and the
the
Furious.
way I would mimic, like, I would do the bow. Like,
You would bow to Asian people.
Yeah.
You would bow, and the guy's like, "Dude, I'm Filipino. Like, just fucking
Yeah.
stop doing that." That's so
I
weird.
don't remember, but
Imagine this guy is your car salesman on the floor, like you're the manager there,
Oh.
and this guy's on the sales floor, bowing,
Yeah.
doing fucking gang signs. Just
But
doing
you know
that.
what? A lot of the times I wouldn't notice, and then the sales manager would tell me like, "Yo, why do you act different with different clientele?"
Is that
I'm
what
a
he said?
sociopath, sir.
Yeah, it's just bowing. Whenever you see Asian people, like a
wouldn't
Japanese
bow
guy
like-
comes in, you're like, "Hi."
No, like I wouldn't do this. Like I'd do like a, like I know, like.
What does that mean?
Oh shit.
It's somebody.
What does that mean? I know. Me and you.
Like I kind of like a. Like yo, like I got you, bro. Like.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking walking calamity.
You're
I
gonna
am.
be amazing in the swingers club.
Oh fuck.
Are you gonna mirror people in the swingers club?
I usually do it when I'm working, like whenever I work.
Well,
like,
you're
on-
working. It's for the show, so you're working.
Yeah.
No, but like I'm not trying to make a sale, right?
Yeah, you are. You're
You
trying to
are.
sell
You're
that
trying
cock.
to sell your cock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, maybe.
What are you gonna say?
Depends if she's Asian. He'll go.
It doesn't have. It doesn't have a lot of mileage.
I don't know. Like haro,
What?
Haro?
Haro?
haro.
That's what you can tell people? Haro?
Haro, how are you?
They're gonna say bye bye.
Probably.
That
I
sounded
didn't-
like every racist accent mixed into one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounded Indian, but with a haro.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep your chain on though, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be walking around in the bathrobe, right?
Oh, fuck.
No, there's a because I checked some places, and one of the places that I was interested in, I was curious about that. I've seen good stuff said about it.
Seen some good
It's
stuff.
they have a dress code:
What's the dress code?
Oh,
dress shirt, dress pants.
but I
dress
think that's
shoes.
to
You know
walk
what'd
in.
be
You're not gonna fuck
amazing?
people with the dress.
if
on,
if
like-
you had the chain with the cross,
But a
and,
robe.
and a robe, and you get one of those, you know how strippers sometimes have a chain around their waist? If you have that with the Star of David, it'd be amazing that you're Catholic, but your dick is a Jew.
Yeah. You tell me your dick's very stingy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Now you don't like that.
That was I.
You're gonna wear a robe for sure.
Do you have? Are the robes provided?
I don't know. It
I don't
doesn't
know,
make
but
sense
I
to
don't
me.
know, look,
I
I've never-
understand. This is the thing. It's a swingers club. I understand walking in with a suit, looking all sexy. But how you gonna fuck with a fucking full suit on?
I'm not gonna wear a suit. I'm just gonna wear a dress shirt. I'm not gonna bother
And
with
no
a suit.
pants.
No, like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Dress like Winnie the Pooh. Go pantsless and wear a
Yeah.
red vest.
Yeah.
No, you gotta wear the dress code is dress shirt, dress pants, dress
And you
shoes.
got a big bowl of honey.
He just gets stuck.
But me, it's
That'd
just a
be
big.
amazing. If you had a red shirt and a bowl of honey.
But me, it's just it's a big bowl of condoms. I'm going around throwing condoms and shit.
Why would you give?
I know. You know what? It was a lame fucking joke.
Yeah.
And it
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
have come
give
out of my
dudes
mouth.
condoms because I practice safe sex. I'm not gonna have any dick enter my asshole.
Yeah.
How much for you to get fucked?
I will never do that.
You
Just
say
a
this-
tip, though.
No.
Just a tip.
Like not the whole, like not get fucked because you're not gay, but just like this, the head, just to here,
Never.
like the first 5 inches.
What?
Never.
Okay, what if you walk in, you see the hottest woman you ever seen in your life, you fucking go crazy, you fall in love instantly, and her husband's like, "You could bang my wife, but you have to let me give you a hand job."
No. No.
You
Or
hesitate-
I'll
you
lick your-
hesitated.
Look.
I'll
in
lick
all
your
honesty,
balls while you're fucking.
Nah.
If
Honestly,
he says that.
I'd be too disgusted with myself afterwards.
What if he's a really handsome man?
No. Well, that doesn't make a difference.
Okay,
It's
I
still
think
no.
it should. What if it's Kurt Russell?
Who the fuck is Kurt Russell?
Look at him pretending like he's never jerked off to Kurt Russell.
I really don't know who the fuck Kurt Russell is.
You do. Escape from New York, Escape from LA.
Close your eyes, rub your dick. You're gonna see Kurt Russell.
You motherfuckers.
This is so exciting. I can't wait.
So, but how much? You didn't say that. Like,
Yeah, how
'cause
much?
I'd never
everything
do
has
that.
a price. Okay,
I'd never
so
do that.
$11 trillion. You wouldn't let fucking Kurt Russell jerk you off before you could fuck someone.
He just jer- Okay, look.
just like three tugs, just up down up down up down.
It was for $1 million. If it was for like 100,000, I'd let him do it.
100,000.
Okay, what about
God
7,000?
damn, I was offering 11 trillion and you went down to 100,000? Jesus Christ. You could have fucking solved like world poverty and now you can get a Tesla.
$1 million for him to jerk me off. I'll do it for like 100,000. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Keep the change.
Because like in my head, it's like, who would agree to jerk me off for $1 million?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
So I said something realistic, like 100,000.
Okay, so 100,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you'd say no to 99,000? Like 99,000.
You'd say no?
It's the same
Just
thing.
3 tugs.
Yeah.
3 tugs or 5.
And then I get the fuck
Let's
abroad.
say 5.
Yeah.
And
Five
then I get the
tugs.
fuck abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 tugs for 99.
But I'd still have to be on Cialis, though. or something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
2 Cialis.
That would throw me off.
Yeah.
2 Cialis. You're
Yeah.
fine. So you tell me you wouldn't do it for $500? What are you, crazy?
Nah.
Look, $800 final offer.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
You're going to do it.
Nah.
2 Cialis, MDMA, hottest chick you've ever seen.
No.
You don't like women.
You know what's going to
No, no.
happen? I'm
Okay.
pretty sure because of the Cialis and the MDMA, you're going to come see us next week. You'll be like, you guys owe me $800. We'll be like, what? I got a guy to jerk me off.
I fucked a woman, but then I also fucked 3 guys. We cried together. It was very weird. We're not going to judge you because you're going to be on
Yeah.
drugs.
No,
if
obviously
you,
not.
If you fuck some dude,
It's
we're just gonna laugh about it.
2020. You can get jerked off by guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
not
but I
even
wouldn't.
gay.
I wouldn't want to.
You're just experimenting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
nah, I don't-
You're a
I don't-
scientist.
I don't want to
You're
experiment.
in college.
I don't
Yeah,
need to
you-
experiment.
This is going to be so
It's
bad.
your college years.
By the way, if somebody does grab your ass like a guy, I'm nervous about a fight.
Well, that's what I'm nervous about.
He's
Also,
very aggressive.
But like swingers club, they're not gonna grab your ass. Like it unless it's like a bi swingers club. But they're like
I
they're-
think they're there to share their wives with you.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
there to get guys to fuck their wives. Not
also, I
to
don't know.
grab
I don't know how I'm gonna
asses.
be. How uncomfortable I'm gonna be fucking some dude's wife while he's watching.
That's the funny part about
Yeah.
this.
I've never been in this situation, so
It can, the only way it could be awkward is if the guy's your dad. That's the only way it could be awkward.
wait a minute.
Are you worried that you're really gonna like it, and then after the next time you fuck someone, you'll be like, "This is weird. No one's looking at us jerking off."
I
You
never
think
thought of it like that.
it'll ruin your sex
I
life?
never thought of it like that. Who knows? Maybe I might get addicted going to swingers clubs after fucking dudes' wives while they
Too
watch.
expensive for you.
Well, now.
No, because I think you told me you have to pay for a membership.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
much is the membership?
$80 a year.
80
not that
bucks
bad.
a year.
Yeah.
That's very cheap.
Yeah, that's
It's
You're
less
like,
than-
I can't afford this.
It's
How
cheaper than
much is it?
Netflix.
$3. $80 a year. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's affordable, dude. That's
that's
it's like
very-
That's less than Netflix. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, that is cheaper than Netflix.
Yeah.
Fuck. So it's cheaper than Netflix. All right.
It's not
So
bad.
$80 a year, and then you have to pay every time you go.
It depends.
Oh,
So like, because there's tiers from what I understood.
there's gonna be tears.
So Sunday,
Yeah.
And not all yours. Let me tell you.
so Sunday is apparently the most the raunchiest day of the week.
Because of Jesus.
Yeah, it's
No.
So Sunday's the biggest swinger day.
Sunday.
Yeah, because like those days it's like all out. Like it's not just fucking somebody's dude's wife. It's like gangbangs and shit. It's like wild shit.
What?
Yeah.
Why Sunday? Because people are like, we gotta go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I need 8 guys to fuck this broad before I go back to work. Yeah.
How can I start my work week if 9 guys don't jizz in my wife?
Yeah.
Thursday is like it's regular. It's
Okay.
couples, girls, and then it's always more expensive for guys.
Okay.
It's like $50 on Thursday, and then it's like $80 for guys on Friday, and then Saturday guys aren't allowed. It's only couples and girls.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
a guy's only allowed on Saturday if he has a girl. That's why I'm
Yeah,
getting him
so-
a woman chaperone.
So you're gonna go Saturday,
Yeah.
which is the best day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. Are you gonna be sad if no one wants to have sex with you?
Oh yeah, how would that
Like
affect
that could
your-
happen. Like
It's
like
happened
like
before,
not
yeah.
like you're a good-looking guy, so probably someone's gonna want to have sex with you. But if you go there and everyone was like, no,
No.
I don't mind. I didn't think that far, to be honest.
Fuck you people, you're all lesbians, and he runs out.
I didn't think that far.
Oh, that would be a fun story too if he starts crying because nobody's wants to fuck him and he's high.
Yeah. His dick is super hard.
Oh.
Just rub my arms, please.
Just a tip. Just a tip.
Oh, bro. Okay, so no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm fucking excited. Anyways, we'll find a chaperone for that. I want to tell them, I guess, because they don't know what I was telling you before about. You saw Miley Cyrus. She was on Joe Rogan,
Yeah, she was on Joe Rogan.
and she said because Mike is a vegan, and she
am a
said, "Oh,
vegan.
merci." She said that she used to be a vegan, but she stopped because she felt like it was fucking with her head. Which is strange because Joe Rogan didn't ask her, "Are you sure it wasn't the crack? Are you sure it was the vegetables?" And it wasn't like
Yeah.
my head was fucked up.
Yeah, she was on.
I was vegetables. There was a lot of heroin. I think it was the vegetables. Man.
I don't think she was on crack, but she was on a lot of drugs.
Yeah, you don't think it was the
Yeah.
fucking drugs? Why would it be the
Yeah.
vegetables? It's so crazy, and nobody questioned her.
Yeah.
It might be those GMO-ridden
It was
vegetables.
weird though, because that episode was she said something to Joe Rogan that made it feel like she was kind of coming on to him. She said that because she was like, I'd want to date an older man, and then right after she was like, because she was like, yeah, it's weird with guys. I should date a guy that's a lot older than me. And then right after, she was like, the whole vegan thing fucked my head. So it felt like she was just repeating fucking like bullshit that Rogan has said.
Oh, like he
like,
doesn't
like
like
I
vegan-
was sure like a minute later she was gonna start talking about Muay Thai and say fucking Joey Diaz is the best comic ever.
Holy, I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, it felt like because when she said that, she was like, I want to date a guy that's way older than me. But the way she said it sounded very. And plus, like, if you're, I don't know how old she is. She's like mid-20s.
She's like 30 years old, I think.
For a girl that age, like Rogan, if you want an older guy, whenever a young girl says she wants an older guy, she wants a Joe Rogan older guy. She doesn't want like a fucking regular 52-year-old.
No,
like,
no.
she wants a guy like Rogan's got-
Successful.
yeah, he's successful, good body. You know, he's fucking like he's not a tall guy, but he's handsome,
Strong.
he's strong, good.
This
good
is
build.
yeah. This is Rogan's dating profile. Now we're writing it for him.
Yeah, but he's a good-looking dude, good shape, good money. Like he's not like it's not like some fucking like it's not Benny Hill.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not some fucking fat old piece of shit.
So you think she was just saying it for him? Like,
I think I don't even think she'd want to date Rogan, but it felt like she was being flirty.
Oh, I didn't. I just saw the vegan thing. I heard her a bit about her voice, talking about her, which she goes, "Oh, my voice is raspy.
She
It's
got
fucked
a
up."
dude voice now.
But here's the thing: they blame cigarettes, but dude, singing, like I like singing. I'm not good at it, but I do it in the shower. It must have a toll on you, right? So after all these years of, like for sure it's gonna get raspy, right?
Yeah. But Dolly Parton is 107 and she has the same voice.
Because Dolly Parton is magical, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she does have the same voice, but she's losing her days. She tweeted on Saturday. She's like, "Happy Monday, everybody."
Did she? Yeah. Did she write that? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And I was happy. I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Oh, fuck. She's been married to the same dude for 54 years.
Yeah. I always liked Dolly Parton.
I love Dolly
Yeah.
Parton. Whenever I get really drunk, I listen to Dolly Parton and cry in my office. That's my life now.
Jolene.
Yeah.
Jolene. Oh, you don't know anything we're talking about?
No.
I forgot.
Do you know who Dolly Parton is?
Like I probably seen her,
Nope.
but like I don't know, like officially.
Officially.
Jesus. Fuck.
Officially.
you know-
I never met her. We haven't been introduced
How
yet.
about like Kenny Rogers? Do you know who Kenny Rogers is?
Bruce Lee.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruce Lee, of course.
Be water, my
Who
friend.
doesn't know Bruce Lee?
Fucking 1-inch punch, bro.
Kirk Douglas.
Okay. Yeah, because like Dolly Parton, that surprises me. That
Well,
someone in North America.
You've heard her songs for sure.
For
There
sure.
are
If you probably
people-
show me a picture, I'll be like, oh, that's what that is.
No, picture you wouldn't know, but maybe you would. You've seen.
There are people that have snuck into this country like fucking, in a tube and just they've been here for 11 minutes. They know who Dolly Parton is.
Freddie Mercury.
Really?
Yeah.
Freddie
Of
Mercury.
course.
You know Freddie
Yeah.
Mercury.
That's the guy that got AIDS, right? The gay singer.
That's all he knows.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury, the guy who got
Got
AIDS, bro.
AIDS.
They made a movie about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, someone that there's no movie of. Who should he know?
You know who Elton John is?
Oh, wait, that rings a bell.
Oh God damn it!
Okay.
How do you not know who the Rocket
I know
Man
Elvis.
is? Of course you know Elvis.
Elvis Costello.
Yeah.
Who else?
How about Jerry Lewis?
What about Jerry Springer?
Oh, wasn't that the guy, there was a late show about him?
What?
Close.
There was a late
Or-
show.
or-
It was
about
a
him?
day show with white trash.
Or was it a game show?
For some people it was. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the guy that goes, you are not the... No, that's Maury. Never mind.
But it's the same. You're in the same ballpark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're
is
in
that
the
the guy
same
that goes,
ballpark.
you are not the father or no?
No, that's
Yeah, he says
Maury.
it.
Yeah.
But Maury says it more.
Okay.
Jerry Springer was more like.
Oh, is that the guy with the
Put
glasses?
down the chair, Wanda. That
He
was-
has
Yeah.
glasses and he has long white hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know who it is.
He doesn't have long white hair.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
Mediums. You know how he describes
It's this
people.
long, but yeah, it's long white hair. But he was the guy that the trailer trash would break chairs on each other's faces.
Yeah. That's what
Basically.
the show was.
Yeah, he was.
Jesus Christ.
He was wrestling mixed with lesbians that are angry.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Interesting.
But did you? Oh, dude, there's a documentary on Netflix about like weird crimes. Who was that fucking woman? I'm forgetting her name now. I'm blanking. I just saw a documentary. She had a show, daytime show, where she would do that kind of stuff. And she,
Oh yeah.
fuck's her
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones, and she brought some
Yeah.
guy
Some
there.
gay guy, and it was this person has a secret crush on you, and it was always like some hot chick and then some fucking piece of garbage. It was like, I love you,
Yeah.
Karen. But this episode, it was a dude, and his secret crush was a gay dude. And then they did the show, and everyone laughed.
No, because
And-
they had a chick on there, like some chubby woman, and
Yeah.
the guy came on. They said, "Do you know who? She wants to tell you something. She has a crush on you." But it wasn't her. It was the gay guy. And so the guy
Yeah,
came
and
on,
the
and he was
gay
on
guy-
national TV. And I don't know if he
And-
was gay in the closet or he wasn't gay and he was getting pissed off.
But the guy ended up killing the
Yeah,
the
he
gay
went and
guy
murdered
that
the gay
had
guy.
a crush on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they tried to sue. They blamed it on the
They
show.
they sued Jenny Jones.
Yeah. They said
Yeah.
it's your fault because people don't like getting hit on
Yeah.
by gay people. They killed them.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a bit of a stretch. That's yeah. So that guy went. He was so angry at the show. He went and murdered. He shot him. But it was the gay guy's fault a bit too, because he wouldn't stop. He
Yeah.
kept leaving him messages under the door.
Yeah, because apparently, like in the story I heard was when he was the secret crush, the other guy was like, it's funny. There's a gay guy that loves me, and then but every day he'd be like, hey. Remember me?
Yeah, and he would
Remember
leave
me?
letters.
Yeah.
Letters under his door at his
Yeah.
house.
And then people started fucking picking on him.
Yeah.
And then he lost his mind.
Yeah, because the guy would leave work and like, where you going, bro? You're gonna suck that guy's dick, and it and it kept happening, and the guy lost it. He went there and fucking shot him.
Yeah. That's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You think that's what's gonna happen with him and the?
You think a straight guy's gonna kill him?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I said you're gay.
Go fuck yourself.
No, I don't think he's gonna kill anyone. But yeah, I saw that shit. What was making me think of, because you were talking about Jerry Springer.
Those shows were so fucking weird.
They're so, because
Yeah.
you agree to go there, people are gonna see you. You know what's fucked up for me is I see like on the Maury show, there's like a woman that goes on there, and she's like, Maury, he doesn't want to be the father, but he is the father. He's the only man I ever slept with, right? Whatever. And it's like, this guy's a fucking deadbeat. They do a DNA test, and it's like, you're not the father. And then they ask her, like, do you know who else it could be? He's like, it's either him or there's a list of another 17 guys that it could be.
I was about to say that.
And then they go down the list every week. You are not the father. You're, and I won't be like, Jesus Christ, woman, what the fuck is happening? Everyone you know is watching this, right? And then they finish. There's like 20 guys. None of them are the father. And she's like, well, how is that possible? He's like, well, we have a pretty good idea of how that's fucking possible.
Episodes when it's a dude that's got a weird face, like his eye is a little high, and the kids has the same eye. And he's like, that's not my son. And you're like, no one has that fucking face except for you.
That's your son, you
Yeah.
mutant.
And imagine, like, if you find out, like, imagine being that kid, like, 20 years later.
That's what I'm saying.
Where you're like, Jesus, fuck, my dad found out I was his son by him going, I'm not the father. She's a goddamn whore. Oh, I am the father. All right.
It's fucking crazy. You know what they should do? They should do a documentary now on all those kids in the
That
90s.
committed suicide.
Oh, yeah. All the babies in the 90s that were on those shows that were like, that's not my kid. Look at her. She's fucking ugly. And it's like, no, that is your kid. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to raise it. I'm a good dad. Don't you worry. I want to see documentaries of how those kids are now because they're grown up.
Would they get paid?
I don't know if you get paid.
They
They pay your
probably did
travel
get paid.
and your hotel and shit.
Like there's a show on French Canadian TV called L'Arbitre that it's kind of like a Judge Judy.
I love Judge
with
Judy.
it's a lawyer called Anne-France Goldwater, and she's not even a judge. She's a lawyer, but she's the judge on this show. And I heard the way that they get all of these fucking buffoons to go like he stole my lawnmower and whatever. If whoever loses, the production pays the fine. So apparently they do that too for the American shows, like Judge Judy. Like if you sue someone by going, he stole my fucking lawnmower, he owes me $400. You're like, why would you go on TV for that? They get their little salary, and then Judge Judy pays
Makes
the fine.
fun of them.
Yeah.
Is that what Judge Judy does? Because Judge Judy, I love, for the record, I love Judge Judy. And there was there's an episode of Judge Judy that there was a guy who was complaining. He goes, these guys rented my cabin, and they fucked up the roof. Because this guy was like skiing on the roof, and he broke it and fucked up. And the guy's like, no, I never did that. And then they showed a video. There's a
Of
video of
him?
him on the roof. He's like, I'm going to live forever. And he's just breaking through the roof. And then he changed the story. He's like, okay, I did it, but there was no sign that says I couldn't do it. And Judge Judy was like, is your defense that there was no sign that you shouldn't destroy this guy's roof by skiing on it? And the guy's like testing. He's like, yes. And she's like, get the fuck out of here. You have to pay, to fix the roof. It was just so funny because he's like, there's a video. He's like, I never did it. There's a video. He was like, I'm going to live forever. He's just skiing on it.
Oh god.
I don't know what happens in those people's minds. Like I've been to court, and when you're in court, whenever someone asks you something, your brain should go, okay, I remember doing that. Like
Yeah.
I have a shitty memory, but if I fucking skied on someone's house, I definitely remember that.
But I think
Like,
it's
especially if someone filmed me skiing on someone's house.
The best answer in court is I don't recall.
Why is that the best answer?
But that's a horrible answer. If
There's a
then they're
video.
like, here's a video of him fucking going, no, I'm gonna live forever. Fuck Judge Judy.
I've been in court like 15 times. And It's
Really?
the best answer, yeah.
Yeah, he's been in
Jesus.
court a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
15 times.
Yeah.
God damn.
For tickets.
Tickets.
Yeah.
They give tickets for rape.
What?
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're getting a 180 now. You're getting a big one.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
tickets.
so 15 tickets, 15 times in court for tickets.
Yeah.
It probably shows up on your record. Like
Probably.
They're probably like the first time, because whenever people contest a ticket, they always win because the cops don't show up. But after the 14th time, they must go, oh, this fucking asshole.
I lost on the 15th.
Yeah.
Oh. He was
And it was
four-
the biggest ticket. All the other tickets were like stupid, like $100. Kept winning. One of them was like 500. One of them was like 200. But then the one ticket where I was right on top of it. Probably shouldn't say that. But
How much?
I've been lying for years.
how much was it?
1,200.
Jesus, fuck.
yeah, he got
How
fucked. It
fast
was-
were you going
I
to get
wasn't-
$1,000 ticket?
No, that one was for rape.
That one.
was- it
That
was,
one. Wait, what?
I got
that was the big one.
$1,000 ticket.
No,
yeah,
that one I was actually not speeding, and they said
You
I was
weren't
speeding.
speeding?
Yeah.
So you got stopped. They were like,
For going too
"Look,
slow?"
sir. The limit is 100. You were going 98. You owe us $1,000.
No, so it was a construction zone, and
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
Did
Yeah.
you hit a guy?
no,
like
I was on
working?
the 20. I was on the 20, and I remember I was bringing a coworker home because his car had broken down or whatever. You know, I tried to do something nice for once, and it fucking bit me
No,
in the
you
ass.
weren't.
I didn't even blow him.
You were bringing a coworker home,
Yeah.
like one of your coworkers,
Yeah.
or one of the construction guys that you hit him, and then you're like, I'm bringing him home. I'm
it was,
gonna push him 800 meters that way.
No, it was a coworker, and I remember he even told. I remember I wasn't speeding because I was going like that highway is 70 without the construction zone, so I was going like 75.
Okay.
And then he tapped me. He's like, "Yo, bro, like it's a 50. The construction, don't forget." Because I usually never go that way. I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's true." So I reduced my cruise control on 50, and I just cruised, and we were chatting.
He puts cruise control in the city.
You put
Oh, no,
cruise
but-
control at 50?
This was at 2 a.m, so it was
Yeah.
empty.
Still weird.
Yeah, because you could chill. You could just fucking. You could go in the back, make a
Cruise
breakfast.
control. You could go in the back of the car, get a handy,
Yeah.
and you just cruise.
So you were 2 in the
cruising.
morning with your man friend. You cruise control at 50. You lean back. Did you unzip your pants?
Oh,
Waiting for that.
I never realized this is a weirdly gay story.
So gay.
You motherfuckers.
You were getting your dick sucked at 50.
You asked him, you're
No, it
like,
wasn't.
what's your favorite Wham song?
I hope it's gag. That's what it was. Oh, fuck, I never realized. Yeah, you were getting blown by a dude.
You
No, I
got,
wasn't.
yeah, your dick
But-
sucked by a man, and then they
I
got
wasn't
you.
getting blown by a fucking dude, bro. Calm down.
Okay.
He's sucking your dick. He's like, Poseidon, there's sirens. Don't worry, it's cruise control. You're like, keep going.
So you're going 50, the cop stops you.
Like 55.
Sir, zip up your pants, please. Like, oh, shit, sorry.
But like, as long as you don't pass 60, they don't bother you
Yeah.
because no points involved, right?
Okay. Says the guy who's been to court 800 times for speeding tickets. Okay.
Like they get some, yeah, whatever.
Okay. So you were going 55
Yeah, like 55, you know,
in a 50 zone.
in a 50 zone.
Okay, this is no way true. This sounds super fake.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Why would they stop you for going 55 in a 50 zone?
I don't know. Maybe she wanted to give me a ticket. I don't fucking know, bro. She
Well,
was
no,
at 2
she
in the
did
morning.
give you a ticket, sir. So
Yeah.
she.
Yeah, she was at 2 in the morning in the middle of fucking nowhere in February, freezing cold with a wind,
Okay, yeah. So,
and she lied on top of it.
so
Like,
it
I'm
must
gonna
have
get to
been
that
a
in a moment.
lie.
He's
if,
saying-
if it was windy, it's definitely fake.
He's saying that lady cops aren't good at their job.
No. She lied. On
He's
the
saying
ticket.
women are liars.
No.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers.
Go on.
So what happened was, like, she was outside. No, was she outside or inside?
Bro, he would have lost in court right now.
I don't
She
know. This was
was
a while
inside.
ago.
So you got a ticket from
No.
someone that was indoors?
She was in the car.
She was like in a Tim Hortons going,
No.
speeding.
She was in the car.
Okay.
Okay. When I saw her from far, right? She was in the car.
Oh, you're talking about when she was inside the car when you passed.
Yeah, but she
So she
wrote-
was monitoring you.
Yeah, but she wrote she was outside with her legs out. And then I even raised the argument in court saying like, this is mid-February, it's freezing outside. All she had was like a sweater on.
What a shitty cop.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you're telling me in like minus 30 fucking degrees weather, this bitch is fucking chilling
Did you
outside.
call her a
at two-
bitch?
No, I didn't.
You're
say
going to
that.
believe this stupid whore.
Yeah. Your Honor, I was there. I got pulled over. This cunt came out, super hard nipples. It was freezing. I told her, ma'am, get back in the house.
No. Like, where was I going with this?
You're
Fucking-
cock
you're right.
blocking
I love-
my thing with my friend.
No, I didn't say that in court.
You
but
know,
like,
you should have said in court. You should have said you were gay in court. You should have said you were getting blown.
fuck, I would have gotten a
Yeah.
minority fucking
Yeah, you
pass.
should have said you were. Be like, what is this? This lady is clearly a homophobe.
She's a homophobe, yeah.
No, I don't think I could have. Nah, she didn't look like a home. She looked like a Butch Dyke. Like she looked like a fucking like.
Lesbians hate gay guys.
They
There's
do?
a rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen?
It's like the Crips versus the Bloods.
Yeah.
It is.
You ever?
The L's versus
You ever
It's the
seen?
Hells versus the Rock Machine.
Yeah.
the what?
You ever seen
It
Underworld?
was the Rock Machine.
Remember Underworld? The vampires and the werewolves?
Yeah.
Same kind of historic
Really?
rivalry. Yeah, they kill each other in the street.
Which one is the werewolf? Well, the lesbians are the werewolves.
I don't know.
Sure.
You decide for yourself that analogy, sir.
Tupac is the gay guy. Biggie is definitely the lesbian.
Yeah. Gang wars. You better watch out. You got to choose a side.
So yeah, she was lying. I had pointed that out on top of it. And I
Did
still
you call
lost.
her a lesbian in court?
No.
This dyke is lying.
But anyway, so I was telling the truth, and on top of it, she followed me for like a good 5 to 10 minutes before she pulled me over. She didn't pull
Oh,
me
what
over
the
right
fuck?
away.
10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes. I don't remember exactly the amount of time, but I remember because she initially what happened was I entered the tunnel, and then she tried to pass me on like a double solid line. I'm like, whatever, it's a cop, like they can do whatever the fuck they want, I guess. And she tried to overtake me, but then as she's about to overtake me,
She tried to overtake you?
yeah, from the left. I was in the middle lane, right? Cruise control,
Okay.
chilling,
Cruise control chilling.
Yeah.
you know. And she
But
fucking
overtake, like she tried to fucking...
tried to pass me.
Did she try to jump in your car?
No, she tried to pass
Was
me.
this a
Okay.
Vin Diesel situation?
Yeah, fucking... This is very Fast and Furious.
The Gay and the Furious?
Okay, yeah.
But no, so she tries to overtake me. And I'm like that was, and then she stopped, and then she came up behind me, and kept following me.
So she passed you and then
No,
came behind you.
She tried to pass me.
Okay.
She like veered
But
off.
you
and-
were going to... like, if you're going 55, how hard is it to pass you?
No. It looked like she was about to, and then she changed her mind.
She's
That's
like
what
a one-woman biker gang.
Yeah,
She's just harassing him.
Yeah.
You know what she looked like? You know the pig in Good and Evil. What's that video game there?
Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond Good and Evil. Yes.
She looked like a warthog.
She looked like that pig.
That's a warthog.
No lie, bro. Swear to God.
This is a police officer
Yeah.
that looked like a pig.
Yeah.
These jokes are writing themselves. Let me tell you. Is that a fact or you just saying
That's it. Like same shape. It's the same face. Like.
Did you
obviously-
say that to the judge?
No.
Your Honor, the pig. No, not because the cop. Look at her
Google
face.
it. Google it.
Google pig. Tell me this isn't a
Google
pig.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Because that's his defense. Your Honor, can an animal really give a human a ticket?
Can an animal give another animal a ticket?
We shouldn't even be driving. Who gave?
So finally, she stuck behind me, follows me. Finally, I take the exit I'm supposed to. I take the exit, and like about after the light, after the exit, she decides to pull me over. And she comes next to me, and she goes, super aggressive. She's like, you were going 108 in the 50 zone. I was like, what the fuck? No, I wasn't. Like, if I was going 108, like, you know?
You would have stopped me 10 minutes ago, piggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I was not going 108, so I refuted everything. Is that the word? Refuted?
Yeah, you're like...
I denied, sorry.
You
He's like,
refuted.
this is him. He's next like, I didn't do any of that. Stay the fuck down. I didn't do any of that shit. What are you talking about? I'm busy. I'm on cruise control. Stay the fuck down, Sam. Stay the fuck down.
So then,
Earn your lift.
because
Yeah, this lift home isn't free.
because it was double the speed limit in a construction zone, my license got suspended for 7 days. And then the coworker I tried to bring home, tried to do a good deed, he ended up driving me home, parking my car, and then he had to take the bus home.
Imagine sucking dick and then taking the bus home
God damn.
in February.
So-
Fuck.
God damn it, guys.
And he lost the case.
Yeah, I lost the case, but I was 100%. I even had a witness.
But you got a blowjob from your friend.
Yeah, it's a
so I
win.
didn't.
It's a win-win. Or
God damn it.
Yo, remember when I got a ticket this summer coming to your house?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I contested it. I'm waiting to hear back. I sent them because now they let you upload files.
Okay.
Because I used to
Ooh.
show up at court with a folder like a retard.
God
Did I
damn,
ever-
you guys go to court for stupid reasons.
Dude, I used to.
often.
The first time I went to court, I was fucking. Well, actually, the first time was in high school, and I lost because the judge was yelling at me. And I didn't know how to handle it. I was like, why is this guy mad? Like, it was very, very strict. But the first time as an adult, I showed up with a folder, and where's that? What is it? What's that place in the east? That mall?
Oh, that trash place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carrefour.
Place Versailles.
Place
Yes.
Versailles,
Fucking love these people. Place Versailles. It is garbage. I had never been there before. I was contesting a ticket because I go often because they gave me a ticket for. I had the sticker on my car that I could park there, and they said you parked in a place that's for stickers and you don't have a sticker. And I was like, I'm not gonna pay for this. I paid for a fucking sticker. So I send them the thing. I send them photos. They still make me go to court. So I go to Place Versailles, which looks like a heroin place. Like everyone is fucked up. So I show up there. I go.
It looks like a shopping center that the only store is a Zellers.
Yes, exactly. That vibe.
Everything is a Zellers.
That's how it feels. So I go in, it's upstairs, and I had a folder. I had pictures, I had a map, I took pictures. Like I went crazy, right? I was there like a fucking lawyer. And then I thought everyone who's there, maybe I'm stupid, but I thought it's all for the same stuff, like traffic violations. So it's not for the same shit. They have different stuff. Because I'm sitting in the back, and there's a guy arguing about spitting on a police officer, like stupid shit like that, and he's denying it, and the woman's like, are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. And like a third time, he's like, okay, I did it.
What a fucking idiot.
And I was like, what the fuck's happening here? These people are idiots. They're admitted. They should just keep lying. This is stupid. So then I go and I'm showing her everything. I'm like, look, I don't have. She's like, are you sure? I go, I'm telling you, look at the stuff. Look, I'm showing her everything. And then again, she doesn't look at my phone. She's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I have the proof. I have the sticker. Why wouldn't I put the sticker on my car? Are you sure? I was like, yeah. She's like, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you sure? I was like, yes. She's like, all right, case dismissed.
Fuck. So it's 3. Are you sure?
Yeah, I was like, what kind of fucking legal system is this?
Yeah.
Well, and then I'm like, the guy before me, what an idiot. All he needed was to lie one more time,
One more. Are you sure?
and he would have been out.
Yeah.
He would have been out. Yeah, and ever since then, that's why I fight all the time. I always go to court.
I saw a movie today on Netflix called White Boy Rick.
Oh, I watched it last week.
Yeah.
That's a
What?
good fucking movie.
It is, but
Yeah.
what a fucking idiot. Like whenever I see people,
But he's
he's a dummy though.
Yeah.
The movie it's about a little kid that he's kind of like a weasel that
In Detroit.
he works for the cops and then he rats out everyone and then he gets away
he's
with
a hood
it.
rat.
And then he eventually becomes a crack dealer
Yeah.
and gets arrested again. But like it's so easy when you get arrested, just never admit to anything.
Yeah.
Like everyone should know that. Like I'm not even a fucking criminal, and I know if cops ask me, "Where were you?" Like, do you have a fucking alibi? I have an alibi for everything.
Yeah.
Was I in Cincinnati yesterday? I was.
Yeah.
I do. I fucking my cousin Alan was can testify.
Yeah,
Who's
yeah.
Alan? Find him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're fucking
They're
stupid.
so stupid. He's so stupid. But the thing, did you read the thing at the end of the movie? Because he goes to prison, and he stayed in prison. He got arrested when he was 17,
Yeah.
and he gets out when he's 47.
Yeah.
And he didn't murder anyone. He only got caught with like seven 700 grams of crack.
But he was
Or-
doing it. The FBI gave him that shit.
Yeah, the FBI, but and his fucking dummy father trusted the FBI.
Yeah.
Just what a bunch of fucking buffoons.
Never trust the
Yeah,
police.
just fucking never trust a popo.
Don't
No,
trust
that's
the
what it
feds.
really is. What?
Don't trust the feds, bro.
Don't trust the feds. No, they fucked him over. They go, oh, it's
Don't
not our
trust
problem.
anyone.
We don't want to
Like,
get involved.
Whenever I see these movies or documentaries where the cops are like, look, just if you admit it, it'll be okay. Never admit anything. Like even if fucking but like that guy that they filmed fucking skiing on the roof of the cabin is a genius. Like never, like you fucking filmed me. It wasn't me.
I have a good one, but I have to tell you after the show because it's too incriminating for my buddy. But one of my buddies, he's a big fan of the show. He's probably watching right now. This is fucking hilarious. Back in the day, he was wanted in connection with some kind of a murder that happened.
Okay.
But he didn't murder. He was just there. And so a cop had pulled him over.
He was just there.
Yeah. No, he was just there. He didn't.
okay.
But because he's in the camera, he wasn't shooting or anything. But he showed up with those people, and he's like, "Oh
Okay.
shit, people are getting shot, whatever." So they wanted to question him, right? They're like, "Oh, we know this guy, person of interest." So he knew that if ever he'd get caught or whatever, they'd bring him in. It was still fresh. So
Did he know that he was being filmed?
No, they walked into a restaurant. He didn't know that.
Okay.
But you have to know. Every restaurant has
Yeah.
cameras. But he gets unrelated. He gets pulled over on Saint Laurent, on Saint Lawrence, and he pulls a car over on the side. I don't know why they got pulled him over if he was going speeding, but he knew. He goes, "I'm gonna get fucked. This guy's gonna run my name and shit. They're gonna bring me to jail." So the cop takes his information, whatever, goes back to the car. He turns off the car, gets out, locks it, and runs. It was like an older, fatter cop. The cop doesn't chase him. He gets away. Comes to the, this was years. He comes to the cafe, tells the story. He's like, "But now I have a problem." We're like, "What?" He's like, "I want my fucking car back." I was like, "Okay, what are you gonna do?" He's like, "I have the keys. I'm gonna go back to St. Lawrence. I know where I parked it. I'm gonna get the car." He's like, "Okay." So we gave him a lift, drop him off. He goes to find the car.
Do the cops just leave the car there?
The car wasn't there.
Okay.
The car was just like, "Fuck, where's my car?" He had installed in it because one of the people that he knows, they sell
Like a
those
tractor?
boomerangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, close to the Orange Julep, there's like a lot somewhere where cops leave the cars there. He was very adamant about getting his car back. He was upset they stole his car. So he broke into that place, the cop impound thing, stole his car and left.
That's crazy.
It's fucking insane. Yeah. Yeah. And then he went to jail, not for that, but something else for a couple of months. I remember I didn't see him. I remember I hadn't seen him. I saw him on the street. I was like, "Who the fuck have you been?" He's like, "Oh, I was inside for a couple of months." But it was unrelated to that. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
What did he get for that? Did he get jail
I don't think
time,
he ever
or-
got, because you have to prove. You can't prove he stole his own car.
The thing that'd be awesome is if he got a fine that was smaller than his.
He has a very good lawyer, so I'm sure his fine was smaller than his.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have. Whenever you have a fine that's over $1,000, hire a lawyer, even if it's a shitty lawyer.
I was going to, but
You found a massage parlor.
exactly. Yes. No.
Oh, there was a lawyer that I was supposed to go beat up one of his lawyers one time.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah, when we first started doing.
He tried to extort Poseidon.
Yeah,
a lawyer
yeah.
tried
to extort me, and I'm like,
You know who the fuck I
this
am?
guy. This like it was somewhere up north, and he's like, does he realize I'm not from around there?
Like, I'll kill him.
you know?
He was from somewhere up north.
Yeah, like far out, right?
Far out, Laval.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he's
A far and distant land.
someone from up north. Sounds like he was gonna threaten Santa Claus. So where was it? It was in Laval.
No, it was further out. It was like 45 minutes to an hour out.
Why did you get a lawyer that was fucking
sorry.
like 50 minutes from your
Thank
house?
you.
Like, especially you live like in the province of Quebec. You live in the biggest city in Quebec. So it's like if someone that lives in New York and they're like, I should get a lawyer from Schenectady.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I think they know what's
I
the
shall
deal.
explain.
Okay.
I went to like Ticket 911 and all these places, but it was more expensive than the ticket.
What's Ticket 911?
It's these lawyers off the 40.
Okay.
It was more expensive
They
than
help
the
you
ticket.
get rid
I
of
had.
small
It's
tickets.
like Better Call Saul's.
Yeah.
Yeah, type of
But
thing.
his ticket was like, I don't know, $100, and they were like, it's $300. He's like, it's
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
the ticket.
Because they explained to me that they deal with like much larger fines, right? Like
Yeah.
the fine I had gotten, the $1,000.
Okay.
And what happened was I got referred to by a friend to this lawyer, and it's like, yo, my dad used to go to this guy all the time, right? So I'm like, okay, I trusted him, so I go, and the lawyer told me, what was it? He was 200. He goes, I cared about the points.
Did he say 200 or he said 200?
No. But he looked
It's
like
gonna cost you 200. He's like, this is a good lawyer. He's
By
doing
the way,
lawyer
he
talk.
looked he looked like a biker. By the way,
Oh, that's funny.
he wasn't
yeah.
he wasn't dressed in a suit.
Like every good lawyer.
He looked,
Like all of them.
but it
That's
was
what they
cheap.
look like.
It was $100 per
People
point.
don't know this, but when I hired Julius Gray, I went to meet him in his office. He was wearing leather pants and a fucking t-shirt. We did a line of coke. It was awesome.
So he told me $100 per point, and usually it's, I think it was $100 per ticket. But because I got 3 tickets at the same time, he agreed to take all of them on for $100.
Okay, so you paid $100 for the tickets. That's one shot.
Yeah.
And he said you also have to pay me $100 for every point that I
Per-
rescue.
Per point, yeah, because I cared about the points,
That's
right?
perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
So
And how many points were
3.
you trying to save? 3? Okay.
And
so
how many
you should
points-
have owed him 300 plus 100.
$400.
So
400
400 would have
bucks.
been.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what ended up happening was he actually the ticket with the points, he saved me only 1 point, which was only like 100 something that ticket. But then the more expensive tickets, he saved me those also. So he saved me like another $300-400 in tickets. So I was like,
Oh,
oh
nice.
shit, that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
But we had agreed upon $100 per point, right?
Yeah. So you paid him the $400 total?
No, what total?
Like the 100 for the tickets and the 300 for the points that he saved?
No, because he saved me only 1 point finally.
Oh, what about the other ones?
So
you said he saved
The other
you-
ones I lost 2 points finally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So
I
you
didn't, I
paid
didn't give
him
all the detail.
100 plus 100.
Yeah, 200 total.
Okay.
And then what happened?
So I go and I see, I'm like, he wasn't going to be at the office. So he's like, go see my secretary. So I go see his secretary. I pay her, gives me a receipt, yada, etc. Everything
Did
goes
he
good.
call her his secretary or he called her his assistant? And you called her his secretary.
I think his assistant and
Okay,
I called her.
yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know this
Did you
lawyer
call her
lingo.
Toots?
Listen here, Tuts.
You're going to go see my bottom bitch.
Look at here, Toots.
Listen here, Tuts. I gotta
Anyways,
tell you
go on.
So-
Go on.
So finally, what happened? So I leave. I'm like, oh, cool. That was dope, right? I saved like $300-400 on tickets. I saved the point. You know what? I think it's a win, right?
Yeah.
The next day, I get a phone call, and he starts screaming at me. I'm like,
You fat piece of
I was
shit.
all confused. I was like, what? And he's like, yo, what the fuck? You only paid 100? No. I'm like, yeah, that's what we would agree. That's what we agreed to, right? It's like, no, what you think of me? I work for free. No. I saved you $300 and some from tickets. You owe me more money. La. So I'm like, fuck this guy. And I had told you, remember, what did I send? I had sent something.
Didn't you owe
Yeah,
him
I sent
two-
the message for you.
But
No,
the,
not the first time, the second time.
the price that he said you were supposed to pay, you were supposed to give him 200. So since it was 100
He told me
plus
an extra 200 'cause-
100 per.
But he wanted an
Point.
extra 200 after that.
Okay.
Yeah, because he saved me 300
So you
something.
gave him 100, but he wanted 300. But
Yeah.
you owed him 200. So you fucked him. But
Yeah, didn't you owe him $200?
Yeah, you owed
No, I
him
didn't.
200.
Yeah, 100 for the tickets, 100 for the point.
Yeah, but I paid it all.
That's what we're
But
saying.
you only
Yeah.
paid 100.
You
though.
paid
No, I
one.
paid 100 for the tickets and then 100 for the point.
So
that he
just
saved me.
say I paid
Just say I
200.
paid 200.
Just say I paid
Yeah.
200.
So
Who
I paid-
talks
I-
like that? Sir,
Well,
what do you
I'm
what do you want to order? Oh, I'd like a burger. I'd like the. Can I have fries with the burger? Okay, so forget the burger. I'll get the fries. Put a burger. Sir, what the fuck do you want?
I'm
What,
breaking it-
what
I'm
do you
just
want to
breaking it
eat?
down.
What do you want to eat? I'd like some rice and chicken.
Yeah. So you want the
Yeah.
number 2? No.
No.
The number 2 is rice and chicken. I don't want the number 2. I would just like some chicken and some rice. So the number 2 then. Are you fucking not listening to me, sir? Like it gets frustrating. I get why people get mad.
No, I was just
so
br-
$200. You paid him $200.
Yeah, I paid
That's
him
You
what you
gave
owed him.
him 200.
This
paid
guy
him
wanted.
200.
This guy wanted another
Did
200.
you give him 100? Because you just said you gave him.
No, I gave him 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he wanted an extra 200, so I wanted 400.
Okay.
He was extorting you.
It was attempting
Yeah.
to extort me.
My
right?
message was top notch though.
Yeah.
And then that was the first time. So I told him, look, man, we had agreed upon this. Leave me alone. The guy leaves me alone. Months later, bro. months, like 8 months later,
Like an angry ex-girlfriend.
this guy texts me. He's like, "Where's my money?" And I read this and I go, "I don't owe anybody money." I'm like, "Who the fuck is this?" So I answer, "Who the fuck is this?" He goes, "It's the lawyer." So
Did
I
he
go,
call himself the lawyer?
something along those lines?
What a piece of garbage.
So I go, so I go to him. Oh, what the fuck? And that's when I showed you. I'm like, look at this fucking piece of shit trying to extort
Yeah,
me.
he's like, what do I do? I go, let me handle this. So I
Yeah.
took his phone and I sent this fucking paragraph where I ripped him. And at one point I told him, I go, seriously though, if you want to get the law involved, don't make me call a real lawyer, you village bitch. Like I went fucking at him.
You
And-
village bitch.
Yeah, and I also and we also threatened. I said also it's either we could do it with a real lawyer, you village bitch, or if you want to sell it somewhere else, I'll come and break your fucking legs. I know where your place is. He never replied to him again. He never bothered
Yeah.
Poseidon again.
I still have the receipt just in case
Yeah,
this
he
fucker
never
tries to
replied.
fuck
And
me.
the beautiful thing about that, you were threatening to break his legs, but with his phone. So if he actually did his job as a lawyer, he'd be in jail right now.
And he'd be like, I didn't
true.
say it. I'd be like, that doesn't sound like me. I would
That's
send
true.
a text like
That's
that.
true. You're such a bad friend.
I'm a bad friend. I got him laid
yeah.
once via text.
What?
I got you laid once via text. You remember?
No, I picked up the chick. Remember the in bed thing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was from my text.
Yeah, it was.
I'm a
I
good
didn't
friend.
fuck her though.
But that was because you didn't want to. That was
No,
your.
that
Is
was
it
because
because you got hard and you passed out?
No,
You never heard about the text message I sent?
That was
He was
'cause she
being a little bitch. We were at a restaurant. And he's like, "Oh, these girls, they won't get back to me on Tinder." He was being a fucking bitch. And then he was talking.
I wasn't saying it like
you
that.
were.
No, I
he was
wasn't.
talking to this girl all day, and he thought he was gonna see her that night, and she didn't want to see him at the end. She's like, "Oh, I'm with family," and he wasn't mad. He was sad.
I
So
was
I'm-
annoyed.
So I told him, "Look, do you really want me to step in here? If you give me your phone, you're gonna see this girl tonight." And he's like, "Okay, try it." So I took his phone.
This was after I had broken up with.
What
my
did I
girlfriend.
write?
Oh, so you write? Oh my god. So he writes. First, you got her to send me like a half-naked picture while she
Yes.
was with her family. I don't know how the fuck you managed that.
Really?
shit.
I'm
Yeah.
very charismatic.
And then he writes.
Was her dad in the picture? Was it like a nip pic? And her dad is like eating soup?
So finally, he writes, "Fuck, you're so hot. I want to fuck you in my mother's bed with my mother in it."
And he
And that got her
hold
wet?
on.
Hold
He
on.
sees the message and he starts,
No,
"You
no.
motherfucker!
Not
you
just me,
ruined it."
even my other friend. Even
Yeah,
my
my other friend, my buddy Legacy
The-
was there too,
oh,
and
fuck.
they were both yelling at me like, "You ruined it! You ruined it!" I was like, "Bitches,
We're like,
Yeah.
sit the fuck down. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing." 2 minutes later, he gets a text. "Okay, listen, I could leave for my family. Where do you want to meet up?"
and then as soon as I get that text,
Was that
both me and the other friend run out of the car, freaking out.
they
This is not-
were
this
like,
is
"How
not-
the fuck is that
this is not
possible?"
real life.
Was that message from the girl or that was from his mom?
Yeah, the girlfriend. So then I went home
So,
because he
yeah.
went to go meet up with the girl.
Fuck.
So finally,
She must have thought though, like, what since you had written that, or well, you that it was gonna be like crazy fucking wild sex.
Yeah.
So she must have been super disappointed.
Well, he was disappointed too.
I was disappointed.
Apparently,
actually.
it was a different person.
Well, no, it was the same girl, just much larger than the pictures.
Okay, yeah.
I keep having this
That's
fucking
always
issue.
his problem.
I keep having this fucking issue. Anyways, so finally I show up. It was at a Tim Hortons in Laval, right?
You fucked her in a Tim Hortons?
No, I didn't fuck
That's
her.
where all romance in Laval happens.
I didn't fuck her because she was
Whenever,
way, bro.
but
she
here's
was
the-
way she
here's
was
the
way
thing.
too big. bro.
Okay,
She
can
was
I
way-
can I just give you a piece
One
of
of her
advice
legs was
as,
both my
as
legs.
as an older man that's been with like the same woman for a while. If you meet a woman and she wants to meet you in a donut shop, she's definitely a fat girl. Like who fucking wants to meet in a donut shop?
That's true. I never thought about that.
You're like, okay, hey, sexy, where do you want to meet? KFC is having fucking $9 buckets.
Yeah, you have to meet them at the gym. Anyways, go
meet
on.
them
finally-
at the gym. Meet them in a fucking park.
So finally, it was after a breakup too. So I was a little bit weird with women because I was in a relationship for so long.
So he was awkward, is what he's saying.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
And what happened was we meet up, I get in my car, I get in her car, we go for coffee. I realize in the car, like, she's much larger. Like, we're not talking about like a few extra pounds. We're talking about like a lot of extra pounds. Like it was like holy
The way you
shit.
describe that.
Yeah.
It was like
Not
holy
a few
shit.
extra pounds. A lot of extra pounds.
Was she
I was
bigger
like-
than you?
Yes.
Oh fuck! Okay, I didn't expect that. I
Yeah,
remember
bro.
that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
no. So that's why I was like, I can't.
Oh, yeah,
there's
you're a
no way.
giant. Yeah,
There's no
that's-
way I can do this. Well, she was bigger than me, and like not like this, but like this.
Yeah, that- we
know?
understood.
Yeah, we got that.
She wasn't
like
9
you weren't
foot tall. Yeah, we
fucking
got
a
it.
9.
So I was like, what the fuck? Nah, I'm not doing this. So anyway, so it got a little like
Hard?
awkward, and there was
Okay.
still a bit of sexual tension because I was still very horny. I still wanted to get my dick sucked. So I was like,
I like that you're like, she was disgusting. I'd never have sex with her, but I want a blowjob. Yeah. That means that if you went to jail, you'd get your dick sucked by a dude the first week.
Yeah.
Because you were like, that's disgusting. I'd never have sex with a man.
Well, but
And then his
blowjob.
lawyer's
we're
like,
being
dude, you
honest,
were only
bro,
supposed to be here for 3 days. Why don't you stick
in
around sucking
in
dick?
jail, bro, I'd rather be the dude that's doing the ass fucking than the one getting it. If like because it happens a lot in jail. I'm just saying.
Did you just tell us
Yeah,
that you
so
want
you're just telling us that you want to fuck dudes
No,
in
no, no.
prison.
I don't want to fuck dudes in prison.
You have to fuck dudes in
I
prison.
want to fuck them in Tim Hortons
but I'm
parking lots.
saying if it comes to that, to establish dominance.
Man, he must be so weird at like family reunions. He's trying to establish dominance by wrestling everyone.
I'm trying to imagine him at a job interview.
I like to establish dominance by fucking my coworkers in the ass.
No, but this is
Yeah.
prison. It's different. It's different. Prison is different, bro.
Okay, so what
Prison
happened?
changes a man.
So why do you think you should? Why should we hire you in an executive position? I know how to fucking have sex with people.
I'm gonna establish my dominance. Yeah, I'm in charge here. Anyways, what happened with the girl?
So finally, I go to her like, yo, like we're here. Like, you want to suck this dick?
We're here. You want to suck this dick?
So she goes, nah, I just met you. I'm like, but like I don't want to fuck you, but like we're here. Like, you want to suck this dick?
Did you tell her I don't want to fuck you?
Yeah. And she's like,
Oh.
what? That's weird.
Did
So I'm
she
like,
say I don't want to fuck you either?
No. So she was like, that's a weird thing to say. So I'm like,
It
so
is
I'm
a
like,
weird thing
Nah,
to
look,
say,
it's
like-
already out. And I just whipped my dick out.
What?
And she goes, nah, I'm not sucking your dick. I'm like, okay. And I put it back in and I left.
God damn! Like Chris D'Elia's career ended for less than that.
It's true.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't know you just
Well,
whipped it
'cause-
out.
'cause-
Like,
'cause there
it's
was, like-
here. Like,
There
oh
was
my
like
god.
sexual tension in the car, right? So I thought
How was the sexual
was
tension?
no sexual
you said you didn't want to
tension.
fuck her. She said she didn't want to fuck. Where does this tension come
Yeah,
from?
because
I could tell she
usually-
kind of. Well, no,
I
no.
think you're
but
describing-
hold on,
here's the
hold
thing.
on.
Here's
You're
the thing.
describing
I'm-
hunger.
No, no. I
There
know.
was
Here's the thing.
hunger in the car.
I don't want to.
I
don't
skipped
want
a
to.
very important step.
But here's the thing. I don't want to fuck Pantelis. He doesn't want to fuck me. But I've never shown him my dick.
Yeah.
That's how it's
I
supposed
missed-
to be when you don't want to fuck
I
someone.
missed a very important step, by the way, in the story. We somehow started making out. That's why.
Okay.
So my dick got hard. I was like, fuck it, like, whatever.
God damn, what a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
God damn. Yeah.
You're a bad
Like
date.
I said, I was awkward after a relationship. I didn't know
yeah,
how it
he's
worked.
blaming. I used to have a girlfriend,
Yeah.
so now I whip my dick out. That's what people do. That's what
Yeah.
people do. Anybody who dates.
So if you're in the Montreal area and you're a swinger, you can get this guy.
if you want to follow Poseidon's antics online, it's the Poseidon69 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll be sharing more of these stories on there for you guys to enjoy. Mike Ward, you head over to mikeward.ca. That's where you're going to get all of Mike Ward's tour dates once he's back. He's practicing stand-up right now at this very club once a week. You still doing that?
I am, yeah. I'm going to be doing that for a while.
For a while, so he's going to be practicing before the tour gets up. Also, Mike Ward Suzekut. You go to patreon.com/Suzekut. Suzekut is the #1 French language comedy podcast on the planet, okay? And you go over there, you get all the old episodes on Patreon. You can watch them live if you're a patron, because he does them on, Mondays now over here and sometimes Sundays.
Yeah.
Catch all that if you speak French. 2 drink minimum. You guys know the website. You guys know all the social channels. PantelisComedy.com for me. And go fuck yourselves. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.